Hello everyone, this is WB Fans, or on YouTube, or on Facebook, my name. But what I've got here is this Sears Roebuck spinner ceiling fan that I got out of the back of somebody's pickup truck. So I was biking along the road on the island that my summer house is on, because we opened up the house last weekend, and just was biking along casually, minding my own business, and I noticed that this fan was in the back of somebody's pickup truck. And I basically waited for somebody to come out and load something in the back of the truck, because it looks like it was ready to go to the dump or something. And man, I was there at the right time, because they, like, as soon as after I pulled this out of the truck, and well, of course I obviously asked him when somebody came out and put stuff out, so I finally, let me back up here a bit. What is it? What was I gonna say? Damn it. Frick. Oh yeah, so I saw a lady coming out, start walking over towards her, and I asked her, hi, are you getting rid of this ceiling fan? And she said, sure, you can have it. And she basically let me have it, so I pulled it out and took it home. This blade with the sticky on top had a weight on it, but no other accessories, but it was like super bent up and it wobbles super badly. And this pull chain is not original, as you may see here. I had to replace it because the old one is in the trash here somewhere. This is the old one, and the brass thing, I guess, snapped off, so I mean, it would have still worked fine. It's just that brass thing makes it nicer to pull on, you know. And I added this. This did not come with the fan, this little fob. I added that, but yeah. And this down rod, you may realize, is not factory. Yeah, before we get to that, here's the tag. March of 1990. That wasn't that long ago, honestly. Bearings are a bit dry. As you can see, they've oiled it or something. But what I did notice here is that there are no screw holes for like set screws or whatever. So this thing basically does the hula whenever it's on high. Does this basically. Came with the mounting hardware and everything. Came with the ball, canopy, mounting hardware, all that good stuff. And yeah, still needs a little bit of work. The switch housing is a bit bent, but you don't really see it. And yeah, it's a great little fan. I'm gonna power it up on high for you so you can see what it does when it wobbles. See, that's what I mean by it does the ooh-low, or whatever that Hawaiian thing is called. I still needed to adjust the blades a little bit, because I mean, all I did was really bend that blade down. I haven't adjusted the pitch of any of the blades yet, so. Bearings need to be either WD-40'd or lubricated with oil. Runs good, nonetheless. Not a bad air mover for a 42-inch spinner. See, that's what I mean by it dances. Pull it down to medium. And there will be a full video of this fan later, or tomorrow night, who knows. So yeah, I just got to remove that foam that's on top of the blade from the weight. Still wobbles on medium. And low speed. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of oil and a little more tune-up on the brackets. But yeah, it runs good nonetheless. Wobbles on all 3 speeds basically because there's no set screw to hold it in place. So that's low. And if you didn't know, or if you didn't see already, it has stencil, which I found really cool, and all that great stuff, all that goody jazz. And shortly after I found this, I went down another road to happen to find this little Sanyo desk fan. Does work, needs a little motor work, like motor needs to be taken apart and just cleaned up a little bit. It's got the sliding switch. It's a 2-speed fan with oscillation. I have no idea, I think it's a 9-inch or something. 6-inch, there's the tape measure. Here, we'll measure that right now. It's about like 11 inches across from this way. So yeah, I was really happy to find one of these because I'm pretty sure they're really uncommon to find. And like I said, it does work. It's a little bit sluggish, but it just needs a little bit of work in the motor. Here's your badge identification. And down there. I never checked for date on this. Here we have our tag. I see 88, so I'm gonna guess it's from 1988 or something like that. And it's been a little while since I given an update video to the channel or something around here. I just did this today. I replaced the I don't know what this is. Service merchandise is what somebody told me this was. It's not really a great air mover, but it was up here and I didn't like it, but I put this Hampton Bay Landmark up, and it has the shortest down rod possible. There you go. Oak side, hardwood, darker finish. Every basement fan that I have in this spot, I always have these tassels on here because I had either a Japanese or a Chinese roommate at my summer camp, and he on the last day he gave me these, and I'm like, wow, thank you. So they've just been hanging here and they've been giving me good luck, I guess. I don't really know, and they mainly are there because they look good. Light kit is made by Kmart, I believe. So yeah, I don't know really. All right, I guess I'll show the other desk fans that are here. Here we have this. No idea what that says, but it says Western Auto Supply on the bottom. This is basically like a Superior electric desk fan, just renamed, I think. And here we have this little, I think it's a 6-inch, I'm not sure, little Windmere desk fan that needed a little bit of work. Windmere, got it for $5 at the Restore, and you'll think that this doesn't oscillate. Boom, it oscillates. So that's what I really wanted, one of these little tiny oscillating fans. And it works good, it's just noisy. And then a few weeks later at the Goodwill near that Restore, I found this Holmes Air from, God, I have no idea what year this thing was. I saw a sticker. Oh, there we go. God, this is 9 minutes already. I'm gonna guess it's from 2000. Cord is in the way. I'm seeing 94 FUS. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's like from 2008 or 1990 or 2003, whatever dates. If you're obsessed with portables and you might know what date this is, just let me know down below. Mainly why I got it is because I've never seen one with a base like this, and it does have the option for a clip-on. Motor was basically completely locked up, but took all that apart and cleaned everything up with a paper towel. Didn't even lubricate it, put it all back together nicely, and tried it out, and it runs like brand new now. Quiet. These are just waiting to go up in storage whenever I head up there. For those of you who do not follow me on social media, I recently picked two things up from a Catholic church, and when I flip the camera up, you'll see what they are. These are two K63 blender fans. They are not white. They used to be that factory, that nice brown. And I plan to restore them sometime whenever I have free time. Just sand everything down, get the paint off the blades. Don't even paint the blades. I am gonna leave them brown. Like, when I get this paint off, what I meant to say is hopefully the brown fiberglass will still be there. I added this ball and socket on here. It was so painful to get on, so I just left it on there. Yeah, they didn't come with their mounting hardware, so we drilled a hole in both of them, and now I'm just waiting for find another ball socket that will fit this down rod. Yeah, and if you're curious, they are both switch housing models with K63 motors. See, there's your original brown. That's the color I want to restore them back to. And I'm able to save the little sticker that goes on the side here. And yeah, that one's got a replacement pull chain, but it still operates the same way. So these came out of a Catholic church. They were on Craigslist, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna drive all the way up there. These were all the way up in Vassalboro and stuff, where in the state that I am, and I'm not gonna tell YouTube what my state is. These lights also came with it. I'm keeping those because those will come in handy or something. If you're wondering what this is not. I've had this thing for a while. It's a Fasco Great Room. There is a full video on it. Nothing's changed here. I am gonna do a collection update. So this fan, that, and what else? Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's something over there that I haven't told you guys about. Terrible fluorescent light. Once I raise the camera up, you'll see what I'm talking about. That is right. I don't think I got that Newtone Proline 3. This is a 3rd gen, not a 2nd gen, because it's got the little plastic nut on the bottom. Those are its blades right there. Had that Silverline. There is a video on it, but I plan to do remakes on it. There is an HD remake up video of this Dayton Lasco 56-inch. And what I recently got from a collector, Tot16, basically I'll tell you the story here. So, looking on Craigslist one day at school, and I happened to notice this ad, and it said industrial yard sale. And what happened was I kept scrolling through the photo. I clicked on the ad, scrolling through photos, and I saw this, and I saw that he had a bunch of these. Like, so he had like 1 pallet, 2 pallets, 2.5 palletfuls of these Relight Airmasters. Really glad to have one of these, honestly, because the Kittery Trading Post has one of these in the stairwell, and I've always wondered if, like, I always have wanted one ever since I've seen one. And those are its blades right there. And if you don't know what kind of material they are aluminum. So these bend, that's why you always see them in public places always so bent, because of how, like, bendy these are. Brackets are steel. They're riveted together with 3 rivets. 3 blades. I mean, I'm not joking about how many this guy had. He had them numbered. So this was number 2 blade set, and this is number 2 fan. And basically when he got there last Saturday, he had to go basically through all of them, because a lot of them had bad bearings, noisy motors, because they were on variable speed controls is what I heard. And he found one that had good bearings. I mean, he needed to lubricate it a little bit, and this one has really good bearings. Like, I'm gonna guess that throughout its lifetime that it was disconnected and stuff like that. So yeah, this came out of a shoe factory, this Relight, and a bunch of others. So Tot16 got one. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, I'd recommend you go doing that right now. I'll probably provide a link in the description. And yeah, so it even came with its own J-hook, which is absolutely tiny, and I don't really need a J-hook, but whatever. Oh yeah, I probably haven't told you the story of how I got that Proline 3. It's basically like a brand new fan. So back to the Airmaster. Mine is sadly missing the sticker. It's somewhere around here. I think it's over on the other side of the motor. The sticker is gone, but Tot16's fan has still got his sticker, so I can just, if I need some info, I just ask him for a pic and he'll send it to me, because he's got my message on Messenger. And yeah, so great fan. I haven't had to oil it or anything, but I did spin it today, and it sounds like the bearings are starting to become shot. So that's something that I'm gonna have to do. And here's another thing that I noticed. There were a lot of short ones that had short rods, and I'm gonna guess factory standard that Relight had were long, and they probably hired somebody to cut the down rods and make them shorter, and they welded them. But when the canopy is up, you don't really see it. So this down rod's steel, that little bolt is steel. Canopies, if you always have wondered if these are metal or plastic, these are plastic. So that's why you always see them yellowed. And these, back then when you got them brand new, they would have been white. This blue part is aluminum, I believe. This bottom part here, the bottom housing, I believe, is plastic. Get out of here. And I did snap the pull chain out. That was my fault on the date in Moscow, but Dan Spiffy Newman told me it's an easy fix. There will be a description on the background story of how I got this Silverline. Brandon Johnson on YouTube told me that this is a 90s model, and yeah, etc. I'll basically, when it's time to post a video of this fan, I'm going to record this one and this one. There is already a video on this fan. It's just probably never checked it out. So yeah, that's the updates that are really down here. So like I said, these came out of a shoe factory, and I'm gonna guess that throughout this one's lifetime that it was disconnected. And there were a few ones with long down rods, and I cut the cord. This was the kind of cord that it came with. God, we're almost at 20 minutes here. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna get bored at this. And I'm not even done yet. So, I traced down the wire because there's like a junction in there, and labeled out which is black and which is white for the wires, so I labeled them with electrical tape. And the thing runs good. It's a really powerful fan for what it is. And for those of you who do not have any knowledge on these fans are made in Britain, or were. I'm not sure if they still make them or whatever, but yeah. Underneath the Airmaster blades are the Dayton Lasco's blades, and that's a 56-inch fan if you're new to the channel. 56-inch Silverline, obviously. 56-inch Proline. So this Proline I got at a pawn shop that's near a hardware store by me, and I'm like, why is this in it? Like, I was just getting ready to walk out of the store, and I saw this thing leaning against the window with all the blades assembled on backwards, and they wanted 30 bucks for it, and I'm like, you know what, I'll take it. And it's literally like a brand new fan. It says it's from 2001, and yeah, like I said, when it's time to do an HD remake of this Silverline, I will do a video of this Proline and this Airmaster. So there will be future videos to come on this, on these 3 fans. Like I said, HD remake has already been done on the Dayton Lasco. So I think that's it with updates around here. Yeah, this is my plan when it's time to record this K55 blender fan that I have with the switch housing, obviously. I will record these 2. And they won't be controlled by the pull chain. I will probably be having them controlled by, let's see here, this Fasco 4-speed control, because somebody told me that it was a choke control or something, choke based or something, and this one's I know is obviously capacitor based. So yeah, that's all the updates that I've got down here in the fan shop. Oh yeah, and if you're always curious, you might notice what this is. It's an amplifier, stereo amplifier for all those stereo enthusiasts, that's the word, that are subscribed to this channel. We have a Technics 155 watt stereo amplifier, you know, and this came out of the ice cream shop that's on the island that my summer home is at. Went to the dump one day and noticed that this was here. Took a second glimpse at it, and there was a sticker right over this CD button that said aux, and like a week before I noticed that this amplifier was in the same shop. So glad to have this. It works great. They just wanted to upgrade to Bluetooth is what I noticed. They got new speakers and all that stuff. What I've got for a setup here is the speaker wires go up, come over here, and that stupid furnace won't ever shut up. As you can see, I've got these little Creative speakers. They actually are really nice. Not a lot of bass, but they do produce the sound pretty well. Like when I'm working down here, pretty good sound for where I have them located. So these, I've got this one here at this end of the bench, and I've got another one right there. And then if I hit this button right here, it'll activate the B speakers, which are these ones. There's this one and this one. So yeah, that's has nothing to do with updates. I just figured I'd let you guys know what kind of shop amp I have. And it is aux. Got an aux right there. Yeah. If you got any questions, comments, anything you see in the background wherever I was doing this, you know, just let me know. Alright, just write a comment down below, whatever you want. And I will see you guys in the next video. My next fan I have to do is probably gonna be this Murray Vice. That's right here. Pain in the butt to install, but I gotta do a video of it. Alright guys, that's all the updates I've got down here for now. So I hope you liked this video. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Yeah. And this is WB Fans going out. Bye.